welcome everybody to this episode of what are we playing? For the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. That's right. I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so if I'm all over the place and I sound a little funny today, more than usual, that is why. But enough about me. Let's meet our players that were able to join us today, starting with Mick. Tell us about yourself and who you're playing today.
I am Mick, and I'm playing as the Drow Rogue Chris, who likes to steal things.
Perfect. And Mika, how about you?
Hey, hi, I'm Mika from Roll D5, and I am playing Lemon Zest, who is just a small guy, a kobold, if you will, as Jeremy would say, and he's just in the cult to get his inheritance.
Or are you a small bold?
I'm a small bold. Small
bold. Yeah. Love it. And last but not least, Adela, tell us about yourself and who you're playing.
Hi there, I'm Adela. I'm going to be playing Aster, who is a tiefling nature cleric, who is not necessarily, is a follower of Tiamat only by default because her parents are. She really couldn't care less. She loves potions and things, and her buddies, and that's about it.
Totally fair. Yeah, of all of the cultists that have gathered together today, the three of you, obviously Ashford is not with us, but the three of you were all indoctrinated into this cult of the dragon from family. You kind of grew up in it. Ashford chose to join it. However, actually, so Janelle's not here, so I'm not going to put words in her character's mouth. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I was going to say, I feel like she's a little concerned about where you're all going, but maybe Ashran's like A-okay with it. You never know. So, quick recap. The three of you and Ashran, your paladin, were heading from a very large kitchen that was in the middle of the plains of purple dust. This kitchen belonged to a brown dragon that you had been sent to either convince to join the cult or to send money to support the current activities, which are obviously bringing back Tiamat from Avernus, as one does at the Well of Dragons, which is a place where they used to turn dragons into Draco Liches. Instead has been repurposed to take this hoard that is growing and fuel a ritual that will free the goddess of dragons from her prison. Things didn't go quite the way you had hoped at Tyrannaxis's lair. You had maybe tried to get a love story going on there, and that might have gone sideways. You don't really know, because both She Who Will Not Be Named, the maybe nemesis, maybe frenemy, you're not really sure, of Tyrannaxis in the cooking competition that they were heading to. What's that?
Potential love interest.
Potential
which
love
I think
interest.
Was debunked.
Right. They had both headed to Baldur's Gate. You had missed the opportunity to follow them through their respective portals and instead been left with an angry kobold named Cobalt, the fellow who had been helping you all out. He was left behind instead of getting the chance to go to Baldur's Gate and enjoy Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter, one of those. Neverwinter. Yeah.
I mentioned Baldur's Gate
earlier. Yeah, my brain picked that up and was just like, yeah, run with this instead. They had been left behind to clean the kitchen as punishment for allowing you to steal the secrets, or rather garner the secrets of what was being made in the kitchen, and carry them off to She Who Will Not Be Named, as you had disappeared in the night to go do other things. But there were assumptions made by dragons. They do this. Whatever. However, Tyrannaxis has left behind a chest full of gold, as well as a scroll, which you had attempted to decipher. However, the magic within it seemed to withstand the attempts for you to either read it on your own or to magically scry its meaning. You need to find someone who can speak Ancient Draconic in order to read it. With that, you had headed back in the direction of the Tower of the Talon, kind of aimlessly unsure of where you wanted to go. You want to find out more about this scroll before returning to the cult itself. And on the way, you discovered more of Tyrannaxis's old lair. Heading inside, you had found multiple statues of dragons you didn't recognize, as well as some that you could recognize as species you'd seen before. You found some gold. You found some treasure, which I forgot to roll up, even though Mika reminded me of it the other day. Sorry about that. I'm done. I fire myself. I should no longer ever be a GM.
Oh, that's a little... I'd wait like 3 months. I wouldn't quit forever.
All right. We're going to call it for today. In 3 months from today, we'll be back for the next episode. All right. Continuing into the ruins, you had found a large circular chamber that had runes inscribed on the floor, as well as different depictions of various dragons, both on the walls and on the floor. You could see that purple worms that you know exist here in the Plains of Purple Dust have ruined it. There are various holes dug in the walls throughout the floor. Cracks run through both, as well as the ceiling. But looking around to see if you could find any clues to how to translate this scroll is where we kind of left things. However, as we ended last episode, Chris had noticed that there was a nearby hole in the wall, crumbled in not a passage, but probably worm sign, essentially the passing of a purple worm through this area. You had heard skittering. Something was crawling your way. And with that, let's go ahead and click on our tokens and roll for some initiative.
Hot diggity, right to it.
Right?
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. One of these is the turn order. There you are.
It's a 15. Did
Okay.
that show up?
Yeah, I've got Lemon Zest out of
Yes.
15. Chris out of 13.
I'm working on it.
Physical
I'm
dice.
working on it.
I need to roll for
Physical dice have
Ashran.
not been treating me well lately, so I'm going to stick with digital dice today.
Fair, fair. We pop open Ashran's character sheet.
Since you're GMing, do you want one of us to control Ashran?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Can be edited. Let's see. Let's go. All players for now. And just like that, you should have access to Ashran's character sheet. Who would like to run Ashran this evening? Or today? It's not even afternoon where I am. What's going on?
Oh my goodness. I can do it if no one else wants to.
Okay. I've already rolled
she's-
initiative for Ashran, but her actions are now up to you.
Oh boy. Okay.
Chris, from the rubble, you can see multiple shapes crawling through the cracks. Almost a swarm of something. As they crawl towards you, looks like They look like insects, but you've never seen insects quite like this. They're maybe the size of a small dog or a cat, and they're just kind of crawling over one another. Their red carapaces are definitely tinged purple with the dust of the plains, and you can see that around their kind of almost sucker-like mouths, which are lined with teeth, you can see purple staining them, almost like they've been chewing on something that has stained their mouths. It is actually Astra's turn. Astra, you see these heading towards Chris. What would you like to do?
And we can tell that, or can I tell that they're just bugs, or are they like?
Why don't you do a nature check for me?
Okay. Because I mean, like, bugs can be friends.
That's right.
Let's see here. Good old nature.
With the 4, they look
Why?
right. They look a little unlike anything you've seen before.
Oh my god. Some nature cleric. It's a bug.
Oh,
I
boy.
don't know. Eek! Step on it.
Right.
I am going to, let's see here. What can I do? I mean, the nice person in me might want to talk to them, but it's a weird new place. Random things have happened. Maybe I feel a little jumpy. I'm gonna Sacred Flame, the
Okay.
closest bug to Chris.
Sure.
That doesn't seem great.
All right, so they need to make a dex save.
I do?
No, they do.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
They unfortunately seem to be very dexterous as your light brilliantly illuminates this area for a moment, beams down, attempt to cook some bugs.
Nice.
Let's see. I don't think Sacred Flame is safe for half, but let me double check. Do. Or take
Sacred Flames, I don't think so, because Sacred Flame is a cantrip.
cantrip.
So I get to
Okay.
do something else with it.
All right, so they do manage to get out of the way.
Okay. Well, that's so awesome. I'm going to then let's lightning rod them.
So your cantrip was your action.
Oh, okay. No lightning rod.
No
I'm going
lightning
to-
rod this time.
I'm gonna then go. Oh my god! You just scared me. I'm so sorry.
JK,
what do you guys
don't bite
know about
us.
this tunnel? I'm just gonna start yammering.
Okay. Are you staying where you are?
Yeah. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
All right. Lemon Zest, there's a brilliant flash of light from Astra's spell. You don't smell the cooking of bugs like you may be expected to. What would you like to do?
Okay, so do we know for sure that they're giving us the ick? They seem dangerous.
They do seem to be hungrily moving towards Chris.
Ooh, all right. Hey, get back! Stop it!
Dude.
I
Get your
do.
spray bottle out.
So I did, even though I didn't work on the scroll, I did cast comprehend languages.
You did.
Are they saying anything, or are they just
They're just chittering.
buggies?
Yeah, they're bugs.
All right, cool. I'm going to use. Oh, sweet! I think that's a bonus action. I'm going to use Draconic Cry. I guess first I have to move closer, which I'm probably going to regret. So, 5, 10. shit, they're gonna get an opportunity attack against me. Oh well, I guess I use Draconic Cry. Rah! And now, until the start of my next turn, all of us have advantage on attack rolls against them.
Okay.
Huzzah! Thank
Is
you.
it against any enemies or within enemies? Like, how does that read?
So, you let out a cry at your enemies within 10 feet of you. Until the start of your next turn, you and your allies all have advantage on attack rolls against the enemies that could hear you.
Perfect. So both of these, even though Ashran and Astor are further away, they also get that advantage. Good to know. Perfect. Anything else? You have a action.
Yes. I am going to... I want to, like, use too strong of a spell and it's just bugs. So I am going to use Eldritch Blast. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. Classic Warlock. That's a 10.
But you have advantage.
Oh shit, you're right. Advantage. Yeah, much better. That's
Much
a
better.
19.
That absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yes, I guess I'm attacking the one that's in front of me.
Okay.
I don't think Eldritch Blast gets disadvantage
Oh,
for
actually,
attacking someone in front of me.
it would.
Wait, I guess I'm... Would I still be able to cast a spell on someone else with that enemy? Then the other one's within line of sight of me then, right?
So when you're in melee, range stuff becomes a disadvantage.
Okay.
So because they are right next to you. Actually, you know what?
Okay.
Because of the nature of swarms, I don't want to meta this too hard, but because of the nature of swarms, you are actually not in their melee range, even though they are 5 feet from you. I am not going to make that the case. That 19 will hit instead. Which one do you want to hit?
Yes. Awesome. I guess, yeah, the one's right in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, roll your damage.
That's 6 damage.
Perfect.
And then I mean, either way, I'm going to get an attack, I guess, so I'm just going to stay there.
All right, and so you see some of them just kind of get smooshed by the force of your Eldritch Blast. Kind of little bug parts fly away. Chris, what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna swing with my dagger at the one that's in front of Lemon Zest.
Okay.
And you'll get sneak attack.
Yeah, with advantage, right?
With advantage,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Because it's till the start of your next turn?
Yeah, till start of my next
Perfect.
turn.
Alright. Actually, I'm gonna use the short sword, not the dagger.
Okay. 20 will absolutely hit for 13 piercing.
Okay.
As you stab into it, you're trying to just skewer a bunch of them, and you manage to skewer some, but it is a swarm of them, and so it's difficult to see how much effect you're having. But as you pull your sword back out, you do notice bug guts and parts are stuck to them.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, is there anything else you wanted to do?
There is not.
All right. Oop. That didn't work out as planned. Try this again. Oop. This one is going to move up and... Okay, I don't want to do that. Both of them are going to move up. One is going to move into Chris's space. One will move into Lemon Zest's space.
I don't like this.
So they are both technically on. One is on each of you. I'm assuming a 10 misses Chris.
Yes.
And a 9 misses Lemon Zest.
Yes.
Well, boo on my dice. As the swarms crawl around you, your armor and scales and such manage to keep them from really chomping in. However, you do notice some rocks that are back here, the way you came, or the way that they entered in, start to kind of fall down, and you see larger versions crawl out.
Awesome.
That's not ideal.
That is not ideal.
That's not ideal at all. Oh boy.
So these burrow out, and Astra, from behind you, you do hear many little legs come out from the cracks in the floor behind you as another swarm rises up. And that is their turn. Ashrin. What does Ashrin do, Mika?
I cannot move the token, but Ashrin's going to go to about here. I can't. Here we go. Ping.
Hold down to... Yeah, okay, cool. So
Yeah,
about here?
there. Yeah, and they're going to use where is it? Channel Divinity Conquering Presence.
Okay. Do
to
tell.
inflict fear on them. You can use your Channel Divinity to exude a terrifying presence. As an action, you force each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, creature becomes frightened of you for 1 minute. The frightened creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success.
All right, so it's just frightened. It doesn't need to run away. This one... what looks like a good scared icon? This one. I'm scared.
And spell save is 13.
So the first one rolled a 19. The second one rolled a 6. This swarm here is... This one here is also frightened. Oops. Sorry, wrong button. Oh, actually, sorry. Swarms. Swarms are immune to fear.
Swarms are immune to fear.
They are.
Dang it.
You notice that some of them, or Ashrin notices that some of them do like kind of freak out. They seem to be scurrying around, but because it is a swarm, there are multiple minds at play. They are, as a collective, immune to fear. However, it did scare the one for sure. So it will have disadvantage on all the things as long as Ashrin is inside of it. Anything else?
Nope. I don't think Ashrin has any bonus actions that can be used right now.
Bees.
Okay.
All right, Astra at the top of the next round. What would you like to do?
Huzzah. I think Aster is going to get out. She's going to channel her divinity and try and charm these guys. They're still animals. Spiders are animals. And see what happens. Let's see
I
here.
finally fixed your token's name.
Fabulous. Thank you.
You're welcome. Only 22 episodes in,
You know what? Who's counting?
right? Your sheet
so I'm
has your
going-
correct name in it, just I never fixed your token. All right,
It's
so
okay.
you want to charm.
I'm going to try and charm any of the spiders within 30 feet. They have to make a wisdom saving throw to see who is going to follow and who is not going to follow.
And what What kind of creatures does it affect?
It just says animals and plants.
Okay.
So I guess the semantics, like if is a spider an animal?
Right. And what is your save DC?
My what?
Your save DC against it? So it should be 8 plus your wisdom plus your
Let's see.
proficiency, which is 2. So you're at a 10. And what's your wisdom bonus?
11. Oh, I have no wisdom bonus.
All right, so they need a 10. The one that is afraid got a 5.
Okay.
And the other one it got a 10. So this one is neither charmed nor frightened, but this one is both. I keep clicking the wrong button.
Fabulous.
What's a good charm? We're good with the snail. The snail is charming.
What a snail. What a charming snail.
All right, so you have charmed this beast.
Mm-hmm.
The swarms, however, are immune to charm.
Okay, so the charmed beast, I would like to have it turn around and attack his friend who's on... Now, are there spiders both on Chris and Lemon Zest?
Yeah, so these two swarms are actually in their space, so they're not in front of them like that. They have... actually, what I can probably do is this, so you can still see.
Okay. I want the charmed one to attack the closest one that's to it, who is on either Lemon Zest or... Which one is the charm?
Sounds good.
Probably Lemon Zest, I guess. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry.
Anything else?
And I would like to step closer to Chris.
Okay.
To be able to try and rip the other one off at my next turn.
Sounds good. Lemon Zest.
Oh boy.
So you have like attacking spiders on you right now?
Yeah.
Thanks for the advantage, Raven. Definitely appreciate it. My poor little bugs are getting their butts handed to them.
There's something I want to do, but like people are around me and they get hurt. I am going to, I guess, keep trying to attack everyone around me. So for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shillelagh. And then attack the swarm around me.
All right.
That is a 19 to hit.
A 19 will absolutely hit.
Yes. Oh man, that's sad. That's 5 damage.
You notice that most of the insects... Let me just double check. So,
Hold on. I do get advantage. Let me see if I can get a nat 20. No, I didn't. Okay, never mind.
Okay. You do notice that most of the insects that are in the swarm on you have been crushed or otherwise been removed. However, there are a couple that still remain.
Okay, so would I still get an opportunity attack against me if I try to leave that space?
You would, yeah.
Okay. All right. Then that is my turn.
All right. That brings us to Chris.
All right. I think I want to attack the one that's in my space.
In your space? Sure.
Let's see. And do I still have advantage or?
That has ended because it was the start of your turn. Is that correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could end my turn. No, that's a bonus action. Never mind. Yeah. Nope.
Um,
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
However, you will get your, even though you won't have advantage to hit, you will get your sneak attack because there are
Okay.
allies within 5 feet.
Well, it doesn't look like I'm gonna hit.
Unfortunately, the 10, you're trying to scrape them off, and like your blade does like catch a couple, and they just kind of fall off and then scurry back up your legs or move around. You don't seem to do
That's
any
a 10
damage.
with advantage.
No advantage on that one.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. On their turn, this one can't actually move closer, so is going to move over here and attack this one. It does have
Yeah.
disadvantage. It is going to miss. That one, whose name is Frank, even though you don't know this, Frank is like, Bob, what the hell? We're friends.
Oh,
I just
I
got
would
you
know
a
this
drink.
because I can understand them.
But they're just skittering. They're not, or chittering. They're not even actually saying this. This is just me being funny. I'm going to air quote that. This is me being funny. And so Frank is going to attack Bob back. Not at disadvantage, but will miss horribly. The swarm on Lemon Zest will try to chew through his scales.
Don't do it.
That is a 17.
Oh, that hits.
All right. That is going to be 5 piercing damage.
That's fine, but you know what? As a reaction, I'm going to, at first level, cast Hellish Rebuke
Nice.
to burn them up.
Critically
dex save
fails.
of-
Actually, you can't critically
Okay.
fail, but roll to 1 plus 2. Does a 2 beat your DC?
Oh, thankfully now. That's 13 damage.
All right. As the fire, no, force. This is force, isn't it?
No, it's fire.
Is it fire? As the fire licks amongst the remaining critters, they fall to the ground scorched. You are free of your swarm.
Yes. Suck it.
The ones on Chris are also going to attempt to bite through his armor. That is a 9.
That is definitely a miss.
Okay. This one, which was apparently sleeping last time, is going to move up here and swarm Aster. And get a 7. You know what? I'm using one of these advantages that chat gave me.
No, chat.
Oh, that makes it a 22. Does a 22 hit you?
Oh my gosh. That's my yeah, it hits me.
Okay.
It hits
So that is 10 piercing damage.
I still have advantage from chat from last week.
Yeah, make
Dang.
sure you're keeping track of your chat advantages for sure. I think Chris might have some too, unless you used them
I
last
do.
time. Okay.
I haven't used them.
I mean, can I take an attack of opportunity with that?
No, so it's when they move out of your range,
Oh.
not move into it. It is Ashran's turn.
Cool. Ashran is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, jump over here and attack that swarm. They will attack with their halberd.
And sorry, I missed
That
the
was-
ping. Which one are you attacking? The one on Chris or the one on Aster?
The one at Chris.
Okay.
So I think that's 18.
That absolutely will hit.
And then I will also activate Divine Smite for an extra 2d8.
Nice.
If I can find Divine Smite on here. No? Okay. I'll just roll on here. 2d8 for an extra 9 damage.
What kind of damage is that? Is it radiant?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. What does this radiant damage look like as she swings her halberd down?
It looks like a radiant dragon head goes raw, and then yeah, like that.
Just chews up a bunch of the critters. All right.
And if they're still there,
They are.
for a bonus attack, Polearm Master.
Nice.
So I attack with the butt of the weapon.
Yeah.
For a D4, I think I still have to make a melee attack. Yes. Haha. Halberd, attack.
Oh,
Is
critical.
that a nat 20? Dang.
Love it.
All right, so that's just roll 2d4. Do I not add any modifiers?
It won't matter. Sorry, mathing and just double checking, but yeah. So the dragon, the radiant dragon energy comes down, chews through a bunch of them. The halberd itself slashed through a few, and then she swings around and just uses the butt to finish smashing the creatures off of Chris.
Yeah.
Excellent. Anything else for Ashran?
Nope, that's everything.
Back at the top of the round, Aster, these bugs are climbing on you and chewing through your armor. Not pleasant. What would you like to do?
I think I would like to try and grab one and do the Hands of Doom on the one that's crawling on me. If I'm quick enough and I'm strong enough and I believe in myself enough.
You really believe in yourself, but not strongly enough, apparently.
Oh,
Do you have advantage though? Do you have?
I thought I had an advantage from last time, but
from
I
the
didn't write
game?
it down. I might
Or
have
from
used
the
it.
chat? Sure.
Hmm.
If you want to use your advantage, that 20 absolutely then hits.
I will happily take the advantage on common.
You reach down, and it's less squeezing and more you're brushing them off of you, and there's like several of them that's like blacken and fall off of you. There are still a bunch on you, however.
That's like kind of okay, sort of. I think I'm gonna start twirling a little bit. Just
Try and like centrifugal force them
kind
off.
of like do a shake while I'm trying, while some of them are coming off. But I'm gonna do myself a little twirl,
Yeah.
little fantastical twirl to be exciting with it.
The rest of you
And,
see like chunks of bugs coming off.
yes.
And
And I guess that's about it.
okay. So Lemon Zest, looking, you see these two over closer to the crumbled hole. They appear to be fighting one another. The ones on Aster, some have been brushed off and are just like kind of these desiccated little corpses. What would you like to do?
I'm going to help Aster attack with my shillelagh quarterstaff.
Okay.
Excellent. Dirty, filthy, buggy 20
That'll hit.
for 9 damage.
Excellent. Doing the best they can to not like quarterstaff you in the face. Lemon Zest manages to knock off several of these and squish them with their quarterstaff. Anything else, Lemon Zest?
I think that's all I can do right now.
All right, Chris. What would you like to do?
I'll try to help Aster out and get
Sounds
the
good.
bugs off.
Excuse me.
All right, is that
The 12 is what you needed. Yep, that totally
Okay.
hits. Because they are within 5 feet, that you do get your sneak attack, so 19 damage. You notice that
That roll is so great.
most of the insects have been removed. There are a few left.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm trying to math here. It's not working. There we go. Okay. Anything else, Chris?
Nope.
All right, the remaining few are going to try and chew on Aster. And are going to miss. That's a 12. Meanwhile, let's see. I'm going to give my last advantage to either Bob or Frank. I'm going to roll it. Odd will be Bob. Even will be Frank. Frank gets it. And I rolled 2 5s. Frank tries to stop Bob. He's just like, Bob, what the hell? We're friends. You were dating my sister. What's going on? And I got a 4 on the other one. They're just like chittering back and forth at each other. Ashrin.
Cool. I think Ashran's gonna come here and finish the job of getting rid of those insects, attacking with the halberd. It's for a 7.
The 7 is going to miss. I don't think on her sheet, does she have a advantage marked by chance?
I don't know where to look for that.
I think there's like a advantage. Sorry, hang on one sec. Ashrin?
If so, Janelle might not have marked it.
It's just not loading for me. Weird. We'll assume no advantage.
Okay.
So that will definitely miss. Which brings
I should
go ahead.
still be able to do whole arm master.
Does it
I
need to
took the
hit with the
attack
first
action.
one? Okay, it's just if you take the attack action?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, go for it. The 10 will also miss.
10. Oh my gosh. Okay.
The dice
Cool.
today. What's up with this?
She tried.
Thanks, Ashrin. All right, it's top of the round, Aster. There are a few left trying to chew through you. You can see Bob and Frank over there just chittering away, taking half-hearted swipes at one another. What would you like to do?
I'm still content with Bob and Frank doing their thing. I'm going to continue on with my Hands of Doom and see if I can't sweep everybody off of
Oh,
me.
there you go.
Yay, finally!
The critical. You managed to reach down, pulp a couple of the ones that are still left. The necrotic leftovers fall to the ground. This swarm is gone.
How is your spell save only a 10?
So I'm not that good.
Yeah, not what's the word I want to use here? Optimized. Non-optimized cleric. Just to throw that out.
Yes.
All right.
Which is actually on purpose. Like, she's a really bad cleric.
Okay.
And not a follower of Tiamat. But she is.
All right.
Is there anything else? Did you want to stay there? Do you want to move?
I'll stay there. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm still good.
Lemon Zest, all of the swarms have been taken care of. You can see these other two creatures swiping at one another. You're not really sure how long the magic will last to keep the one charmed, but what would you like to do?
Eldritch Blast.
Which one?
The non-charmed
non-charmed
one.
one? Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Seriously? 8. Okay.
You say 8?
Yeah, that was an 8.
The 8 is going to miss, oddly enough.
Oh, really didn't show up. Okay. Yeah, then I don't have anything I can do for my bonus action then. So,
As Frank is rearing up to attack Bob. You go to shoot, and then Bob jumps in the way, and you're like, no, and your aim goes wide. Anyway,
All right.
anything else?
Nope.
All right, Chris, your turn.
Alright, I want to shoot the uncharmed one.
Okay.
Would I get sneak attack because of the charm, or does that not?
Because of the charm, you will get sneak attack if you hit, but it's not advantage, just sneak attack.
Okay.
Either roll would have hit, so your sneak attack and 20 damage. Excellent. Pierces into Frank's carapace. There's a ear-piercing shriek. Now that I've named
I
them,
sort of love these two already.
Frank, Bob. All right. Anything else?
Nope, nothing else.
All right. Frank is not happy with being shot at and having Bob attack him. I'm going to make a morale roll for Frank here. Let's see. Yeah, Frank's like, I'm out. Disengages. Is like, screw you guys. I'm going home. Burrows into this rubble over here and disappears.
Mood.
Frank looks at all of you, fear obvious in his beady little insect eyes, but doesn't do anything. Actually, he moves over here because Frank moved that way and Bob was told to attack Frank, but doesn't climb away. Ashran.
I think Ashran's just gonna hold their turn to see if that insect goes away.
Okay. Is there an action that Ashran would like to hold, like if it moves within range, smoosh it, that kind of thing?
Yeah, if it moves within range, just slash it. Yeah.
Perfect. At the top of the round, Aster, you see Bob over there. You don't actually know Bob's name, but he looks like a Bob.
Okay,
Bob
I think I'm gonna take Aster a little. Aster's gonna sort of slowly walk closer to Bob and be like, "Oh, you sweet little spider! What a good spider!" And ask Bob if he knows, if he can show us more rooms that we can get to. I don't know.
So Bob refuses to look in your direction because Ashran is that direction also, and just kind of like hunkers down, waiting for Frank to return.
Oh, poor Bob.
Anything else?
I guess we should just kill him.
Yeah, maybe he's not that helpful to us.
Yeah.
Aster feels
turn
kind of
Bob
bad
around
about
over
it.
there.
I mean, can I still do an action toward him?
Sure,
Like an
yeah.
actual action.
I'll allow an action.
All right. Aster feels super bad about this, but she's just gonna mace him with her mace. She's gonna squish him. Whack.
You go to squish him, and he actually sidesteps out of your way.
That's amazing. My rolls are amazing today.
You're a little surprised. Lemon zest. What do you do?
No.
I'm just gonna move over here, so I've got line of sight and Eldritch Kablast. Hey, that's a 24.
24 will definitely hit.
Weird that it's not sending it anymore.
That is weird.
Huh.
Technologies.
All right. Ooh, that is 12 damage.
Okay. Aster, what is the... What did you cast on Bob there? To charming?
Bob got, yes, he got charm animals and or plants. And let me see.
Perfect. I just needed to double check because I think he
Yeah.
gets a save or it ends from being damaged.
Yeah, it ends when he's damaged.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, he's friendly. But that's it.
All right, we're going to move the snail. No longer friendly,
No longer friendly.
but has some scorching or scorch marks from Lemon Zest spell. Lemon Zest, are you staying where you are?
Yes.
Okay. Chris, this large insect glances over its shoulder at Lemon Zest, looks rather angry. However, it also still looks afraid of Ashrin. So what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move there, and then I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. The 18 will absolutely hit. Aster is within 5 feet, so you get your sneak attacks. So 8 total damage.
Alright, and that will be it for me.
All right. Bob turns, looking rather angrily at Aster, and is going to attempt to nom on her leg.
But I thought you were the nice one, even though I know full well that I.
However, because Bob has disadvantage from being feared by Ashrin, the 8 is not going to hit Aster. And it is Ashrin's turn.
Ashran's gonna rush up and attack with the halberd for a 24 for 6 slashing.
Absolutely hits.
How's it looking health-wise?
You know, it's definitely hardier than the smaller ones.
Okay. Then I am going to Divine Smite it as well.
Yeah.
For
Max
13.
damage.
Nice.
Yeah, you
Worth
notice the divine radiance of the halberd definitely cooks through a good deal of its carapace. You can see bits underneath kind of boiling. And do you want to do your Polar Master?
Polar Master. 1. Does Polar Master include your modifier?
What did you roll the 1d4 for?
Polar Master.
Don't you roll an attack?
Oh, I didn't roll to see if it attacked first. 13.
The 13 will hit. I believe it does. So what is the strength modifier to add to the 1?
Plus 4.
Perfect. Thanks.
So 5. I Google this real quick.
While you're Googling, Aster, what would you like to do? Oh, you're muted, sorry.
I'm muted. That's amazing. That's so amazing. I'm going to use my mace
Okay.
and try and squish him.
Smoosh.
Smoosh.
Okay.
The 11 is not going to hit. He sees it coming, dodges out of the way.
What a wily little guy.
I know, right?
Like, I feel like Aster's like, oh, he really wants to live.
Lemon Zest, this thing is just refusing to give up. What would you like to do?
Just be really annoyed. Like, just go away, please. Just gonna keep spamming Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
19.
A 19 will hit.
For 6 damage. like, you know, like just trying to like stop something with a shoe that keeps getting away.
Right.
Like, just stop, go. I don't want to get closer.
Button mashing.
I was just surrounded by other bugs. I don't want to get close.
How much was the damage for that?
6.
6. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Chris, your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna shoot at it again.
Okay. Oh,
And miss.
what's up with the dice? The two of them over there, Aster and Ashrin, it's just difficult to shoot into the conglomeration that's going on. You shoot wide, and on Bob's turn, Bob is going to burrow down, disengaging, going into the earth. He has had enough of this noise. He's gonna go find
Coward.
Frank, apologize. Hopefully they can mend their friendship. That would be another episode. We'll have to find out.
Bonus episode.
In the resulting quiet, you can hear distantly the sounds of scurrying through the rubble as Bob and Frank both continue to burrow away. But you don't hear any other insects. I'm going to need both Aster and Chris. I might have remembered that wrong. Did Chris get bit?
I
Or
don't
was
think
that
so.
Lemon Zest got bit?
Oh yeah, I guess I did lose
I need
5 hit points.
both
Yeah.
of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh boy.
Fabulous.
Oh, and the dice are on fire today. Got a 5 for Aster
12.
and a 12. Okay. Thanks. Good to know.
And I
Okay.
fall to the ground.
Oh.
Now you like your bites kind of itch. They burn a little. That's it. What would you like to do?
I mean, I'm going to try and pull out like a salve and put it on both of us quickly.
Okay.
It's a bug bite salve. I have some magical ingredients in it. There's some CBD. There's some stuff.
Nice.
It's got some
Love it.
extra.
Feels soothing,
then-
kind of
Yeah.
tingly, makes
Yeah.
the itch go away.
And just because I'm curious, immensely curious about the sand, I'm gonna throw little sparkles of the purple sand into and on our bug bites.
Gotcha.
Just little sprinkles, nothing crazy.
Hmm.
Nothing like taking a spoonful or licking it. Just a little extra.
I will say it feels pleasant. Like it enhances that kind of menthol feeling from your salve. But you don't get like raging high or anything off of it.
I feel like that's the goal right
Right.
now.
All right.
Oh jeez. Lemon Zest is just gonna take a second, like, bugs. I don't bugs. Is there any place we haven't explored yet? We've just been going deeper. Was this the end, the bedroom, where we found treasure?
Yeah, so you found treasure in the entrance hallway. There was one of the statues that in the base there was a secret door that led into like some kind of repository. You kind of stuffed your bags with gold in there. There's still a bunch of gold left over, but you just can't carry it. You've maxed out your Tensor's floating disk, etc., and you then came into this larger chamber. You don't, even though it was definitely like large enough to be a dragon's bedroom, you actually spending time in here, you feel like it was probably for something else. There are a lot of these runes that are in ancient Draconic. There are images carved into the walls of dragons in flight and etc. So you don't get the feeling that that was necessarily a lair, like the bedroom for Tyrannaxis, but you are not really sure what the purpose of it was. There are other tunnels that led off of this, however they've collapsed due to the tunneling of the purple worms. If someone wants to do a survival, you can kind of gauge where this is compared to the other area of Tyrannaxis' lair that you saw a few days
I
ago.
have a minus.
Can we
1.
all do a survival?
You can do a group one, yeah, that's fine.
Group survival.
16 for
That's
Aster.
a 17.
Nice.
Let's see.
And a 20. All right, so the three of you are looking around, you're kind of figuring where you would walk. You're pretty sure if you went down, there's a tunnel that's kind of off to the right of the map here. If you went down that tunnel, it would lead in that direction. However, it has long since been caved in. So you're not really sure what else is in this complex, but you're not seeing anything. The only reason you found treasure was because it was hidden away in that compartment. You had found various bones, likely of people who had come in here to investigate. Probably at this point you're like, maybe they fell victim to these bugs or something. And you had found a smut novel. I'm pretty sure Aster took that, if I remember correctly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you just never know.
It's true. It's true.
Plus, it could be a
Yeah.
bartering tool. I don't know. Oh dear.
All right, so you feel like you've explored in here, if that's the question you're going for, Mika.
What was that?
I said you feel like you've explored in here, if that was what you were asking.
Cool. Then yeah, we'll probably. Yeah, Lemon says like, all right, this was fun. I guess let's head back to the tower.
This
Oh
was
no,
fun.
first he's gonna want to like sit down and look at the treasure they got.
Okay, yeah.
I want to know what we got.
Let's do some rolling.
We don't want
Let
to
me
go
bring
too
up some-
far without Janelle, so let's just take
Sorry, hang on a sec.
some time to, yeah.
I also feel like
Okay.
Aster needs a little bit of a break. She got nommed on a little bit, so we're gonna
Yeah.
do a little
let's just
healing, maybe. Take a little
rest.
break. You know.
Yeah.
Can we tell if any of the dead skeletons look like they could have been warriors of some sort, or
Yeah, I think a couple of them were wearing some leather armor that has like since been chewed on and is kind of dried and desiccated. So it's been at least probably some months, if not longer, since they died. But
Yeah.
it does look like they were probably adventurers of some kind.
okay, so not like part of any kind of clans of any sort or any kind of like associations.
Yeah, you're not seeing any insignias or sigils or anything like that.
I mean, we could try and raise one from the dead, but I don't know if we really want to deal with that. They get kind of clingy when you raise them. They want to follow you around.
Why would we raise one from the dead?
I don't know, just to like have a conversation. Sometimes they know things, but these guys, they may not know anything useful, at
I mean,
least, herbs, and like none of them look like chefs to me, so I don't know.
Yeah. I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were there any cool dragon-themed items we found? Hmm?
You found a candle.
Oh, well.
The candle
Okay.
seemed
happily take.
oddly
I'll take the
resilient,
Oh.
as though magic was protecting it. This is in the base of that dragon statue that you found these, by the way. The adventurers themselves were long since picked clean, except for that smut novel. Apparently no one wanted that one.
No.
Chris, roll 3d20s for me and tell me what you get.
Okay.
Add it up.
29.
29. You did find a loot that was also likewise well preserved. It was kind of smushed down in the coins, and therefore you were like, oh, well, this is probably busted. No, it's not. Weird. And there was one more. Let's have Asherin roll 3d20.
Okay. 18.
And there was a monocle, but the monocle is like kind of faceted and pink.
Right.
There might have been other things in there as well, but it would take several days essentially to loot out all of the gold and stuff and go through it. You can always send someone back or whatever, but you feel like having sifted through what you did, this is the extent of non-treasure stuff.
I'm going to cast Identify ritually on both of those items that were found.
All right, so the candle is called a Candle of the Deep. It will stay lit even if submerged in water or otherwise non-burning areas. So if there were no oxygen, for example, it will still light. The lute is an instrument of the bards. It is a Das lute. And the monocle is an Eye of Charming. The Eye of Charming has 3 charges. While you wear them, you can expend 1 charge as an action to cast Charm Person on a humanoid within 30 feet of you, provided that you and the target can see each other. The lens regains all expended charges at dawn. The lute has a whole bunch of stuff that I will send you because it's an instrument of the bards and they do a bunch of different things.
Okay.
Do you have to be a bard to use it, though?
Requires
you have to be-
attunement by a
yes,
bard.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can find someone to trade it to. Or multi-class and a bard. Who knows? So some time has passed. That would have been 30 minutes of ritual casting to find out what those 3 were. Is there anything that the rest of you were doing while Lemon Zest was doing his magic?
I think Aster's gonna rest and heal herself
Okay.
a little bit. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a rest.
Okay. All right, so is everyone except for Lemon Zest doing a short rest? And if you want to wait for an hour and 30 minutes for Lemon Zest to get a short rest as well, you can also do that. That's a-okay. Okay, yeah. If you're short resting, go ahead and take the benefits of that. Aster, as the group collects themselves, gets ready to head out, you're heading down this tunnel. You can see the sunlight in the distance. Roll a d6 for me.
Roll a d6. Let's see here. Just one?
Just one. As you're heading out into the light, you feel chilled. You just feel really cold for some reason. You're not... It's not quite like feeling feverish, but your stomach's a little upset. You're not quite feeling great.
God, that's so fabulous. I know it's bad, and I want to get to Vestra right away, I think.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure everything is going to be great.
As my eyes glaze over, and I can't move my leg, and then I can't move my other leg, and then I'm a stump. Sure.
It'll be,
sure.
No, that would never happen.
That would never happen.
And as the group heads toward the Tower of the Talon, is that where you were heading?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I heard earlier. Is that where
we're going? I feel like that's where I'm good with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as the group gathers together, begins to head in the direction that you think the Talon of the Tower is. You're pretty sure you came from that direction that way. We're going to call it for this week. One, my voice is dying, and two, my dog is freaking out. So I think this is a great place for us to await the return of Janelle to be Ashrun next time, as you all seek the answers to what this scroll means. Before we head out, I know Mika at least had something coming up that he wanted to share, so please do so.
Yeah, I have a few things coming up. Tomorrow over on Roll D5 at 8 Eastern, we are playing a game of Sagas as part of our Sagas month. We're showcasing the system.
Yeah.
Which I first played here, actually, with Jeremy. Hello, Flash.
Hello, Flash.
On Friday, actually, I think that game got canceled. On the 23rd, we are doing another super secret late night game at Roll D5. So that'll be at 9 Eastern. So I'm not going to tell you what the game is. You just have to pay attention and have your notifications turned on for when we're streaming.
Nice.
So that'll be fun. Also on Saturday, late at night, probably actually around the same time, Castleton episode 3, and my character will be in that episode.
Nice.
Lou Lamonk, the Lemon Priest. Let's see, and then on next Tuesday, the 26th, over on Don't Kill My Character at 7 Eastern will be Masks: A New Generation. It'll be our second the sequel to a game we did last month for the Latino Heritage Month.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's everything before next week. So
busy.
Cacao.
By the way, I just have to say, the other day you played that game over on Hampod, and Eleminate. So many kudos.
That's also the name of my character in Masks.
Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for joining. As far as this week on this channel, all we have is Daggerheart coming up on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Join us for that. It's going to be a ton of fun. And then, that's pretty much it for scheduled things. Who knows? I have a bunch of WoW to catch up on, so I might randomly stream that. But we'll also see, because My voice is going away. We're going to raid, so please hang out while we do so. And also, if you want to, head over to youtube.com/@wanderershaven to follow and, get all of these games after they have premiered. There's 340 some videos over there, so you can go over and catch up on those. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Thank you all for playing. It's good to see you, and we will see you next time. Bye all.
Yeah. Bye.